The court ruled that a 4-year-old can be sued for riding her bike on a sideway um, and creating an accident with an elderly 87-year-old Claire Magnot. She suffered a fractured hip and died after surgery 3 weeks later. Now, I think if it were a crime, you could claim infancy, but any act whether you're crazy or a child, baby, whatever, as long as you intentionally do something or you consciously did something, you're liable. Even if you a reflexive action, you sneeze and you slip and hit somebody down, all that. But what's the point in suing a 4-year-old? Now, um, you might win a big lawsuit, $2 million. Okay. Well, how you gonna collect that? This child doesn't have no money. Now, is the parent vicariously liable for this child's action? Well, I'm not an attorney. I don't understand. I'm not going to get into all that. But I think that this is just how evil people are today. So vicious and vindictive, and without sort of thinking. This is something like, I guess, George Bush, the terrorist blew up New York, and he went in a war. It cost him a whole bunch of money, 3 trillion perhaps. Endless thousands of Americans died, almost bankrupt the country in the world, and you end up like in a worse position. The sensible thing would have been to say, well, okay, we should have been a little more vigilant. What we can do is we're going to charge these people for some cost for each person who died, and to replace the building, and to give something in for the national consciousness. I think that would be a rational way to deal with it. But we live in an evil time, and people are just doing stupid stuff, man. People are just doing anything that comes to the head and not thinking. Um, you just step on somebody's shoes and they want to shoot you, or you just bump somebody's car and they want to kill you, or you just say something that they don't like and it's death. So that this lady's estate that is suing, it's going to cost them a whole bunch of money for the case, for the attorney. There's going to be expert witnesses on both sides. They have to have one to show that this child knew, the whole 9 yards, and then the injuries, and then they might even want to say that this caused the death, because they might want to connect them. But the bottom line is that if the mother is not liable for the child's action, then I don't see what's the point. And then even if the mother is liable, you get a judgment if she doesn't have nothing. I mean, suppose her home is foreclosed on, the car is repossessed, they're on the bankruptcy, they're just on the verge of going to live in a mission. You need to look at all these things instead of just jumping off and suing. So perhaps Claire Magnot has maybe money to start with this lawsuit, pay the fees and the attorney fees and all that stuff, and then collect nothing. So I guess they'd be happy to know that they went through the works, they got a judgment, but they just can't collect nothing.